Right, guys, welcome to the quarter-final clash here between the Bulls and the Sharks. Today it's on, and one of these two teams will make it through to the semi-finals of this competition. Who will it be? Will it be the Bulls? Will it be the Sharks? Let me know in the comment section who you guys think is going to win this game and who's going to progress to play either Leinster or Glasgow in the other semi-finals. We've seen early on Johannes Spain saying that the Bulls will lose today because they want to win the Currie Cup. Let me know your thoughts on that, guys. Basically replied to him saying he's starting with his foot nonsense early. So let your voice be heard and comment in the comment section and tell me what you guys think is going to happen today between the Bulls and the Sharks. It's going to be a phenomenal clash between the two sides, and I can't wait. As you guys know, the Rugby Guru supports the Sharks, and that is what we will do today. And all the best of luck to the Bulls today. I know that the Sharks have beaten the Bulls twice this season in the URC, but this is knockout rugby, and it's Fort Loftus. So the Bulls must be favourite to win this game either way. So, yeah, I've got the poll up on the channel as well, guys. Go and make your vote. Who will win this game? So far, the Bulls are leading with 58% to the 42% of the Sharks. So it's still a very, very close contest, even on the poll as well. So, yeah, let me know your thoughts on this game. We're quickly going to start this off with the team lineups for today. We'll start with the Bulls, and let's quickly run through this backline of the Bulls. Just to give you guys an in-depth analysis of the players playing here today. So Cannon Moody is at fullback today. And this guy's come from absolutely nowhere. He's a youngster. He was a water carrier the year before. So he's into that starting lineup for the Bulls today. He's an exceptional young player coming through for this Bulls side. And I personally can't wait to see what he brings to the table today against the likes of Apelile Fassi. I think the Sharks will try and put the pressure on him at the back today. Another youngster, David Krill, on the right winger. We know he is normally at fullback, and he's been playing some really good rugby on the winger. So to have Cannon Moody and David Krill there, both fullback candidates, to try and contest for that high ball in the air. But expect the Sharks to go full throttle on them with a lot of high up and unders and trying to put the Bulls under pressure with these two youngsters at the back. Then you've got Cornell Hendricks and Harold Forster in the midfield, two very experienced players combining in that midfield. And Cornell Hendricks has been a fairy tale really for this Bulls side. He's been playing constantly well since 2019 when he came back from whatever the problem was with him. There was a big story about him not being able to play anymore. He had some trouble with his heart and stuff, and he came back, and he's been absolutely phenomenal for this Bulls side, either on the wing or on the centre. He's really been a fairy tale for this Bulls side. Harold Forster took a little bit of time to get going for this Bulls side, but he's there now, and he's playing some exceptional rugby. We've heard Jake White say that he is Springbok quality, Harold Forster. So we'll see how he does today against the likes of Lukanya and whether he can step up that mass and really put his hand up for that selection. But a very formidable centre combination. Then Madosh Tambwe, we all know, has been exceptional for the Bulls and playing some of the best rugby of his career at the moment at this Bulls side. So expect Madosh Tambwe to hit a couple of line breaks, run into space if he gets ball today. Another guy that is pretty solid under the high ball. So I think the Bulls should be sorted at the back. It's all about pressure. It's big match temperament. And like I said, I think the Sharks will try and neutralize the Bulls today with some high up and unders. Then Chris Smith and Zach Berger at 9 and 10. The story of Zach Berger continues. He's been exceptional since moving from the Griquas to the Bulls. A youngster that is looking to try and cement his place in SA Rugby. I don't think it's going to be long before this guy gets higher accolades. You know, he's been one of the less talked players of the tournament, but he's been really vital for this Bulls side throughout this URC competition. And then Chris Smith has shown to the South African public that you don't always need to be a flashy fly half to put your team on the front foot. I mean, Chris Smith doesn't do anything special on the day. He does the basics right. And if he does that today, then the Sharks could be in trouble. So a very formidable backline here for this Bulls side. Then we go to the forwards. We've got Elrich Louw, Arno Botha, Marcel Coetzee, Ruan Nortje, Walt Steenkamp, Morne Smit, Johan Grobler, and Gerard Steenekamp. So Elrich Louw are the preferred candidate ahead of Evan Roos at the moment for Springbok selection. When the Welsh test comes around, I personally feel that Evan Roos is in better form, but Elrich Louw has just been as exceptional throughout the season for this Bulls side. Arno Botha has finally found his rhythm here at the Bulls as well. Didn't initially do well when he moved to the Bulls, when he came back, but when he started to perform, that is where the value of experience comes into play. And this guy will be vital today for this Bulls side. And then Marcel Coetzee, he's been in phenomenal form for this Bulls side. Captain fantastic here at Loftus. Why he hasn't get a call up to the Springbok side is beyond me, but he will try and show to the selectors today that he deserves to be there with the Springboks right up there in the starting lineup. But he first needs to try and carry this Bulls side over today. And I think he's the right candidate to lead this Bulls side to victory today either way. Then Ruan Nortje has been phenomenal for this Bulls side. Definitely a Springbok call-up for this guy. Later this, well, even now in the Welsh Test series, I think he won't let the Springboks down, and he's been really vital for this Bulls side in the lineouts. He's hit the gaps like a centre throughout the season as well. Reminds me a lot about Victor Matfield and a bright future ahead of him. Walt Steenkamp has been phenomenal, along with Ruan Nortje. There isn't even a slightest of weak point in this Bulls pack of forwards. Morne Smit, Gerard Steenekamp, youngsters coming through, who's been absolutely phenomenal. And I've heard a lot of stories about the Sharks back going to dominate the Bulls today. I don't think that's going to be the case. I don't think that they need to work around anything today, because this pack of forwards can stand up to the best in the competition at all costs. So I don't know where the people come from saying that the Sharks pack is stronger than this Bulls side today. Johan Grobler has shown that he can step up to that Springbok side any time of the day and be absolutely phenomenal as well. So that is the Bulls lineup. And let's quickly go through a few more comments here. Antoinette Gerber says, go Sharks. Hi, Guru. Hope your team win today. Thanks, Antoinette. And then Megan says, Sharks will win with a bonus points. So bonus points not up for grabs today, Megan. It's winner takes all, you know. Then Sparrow Maravillas asks, what the time is kickoff? So kickoff is at around quarter to two. So in not a lot of time from now. Yuri Potgieter says Bulls 28, Sharks 24. And then Revenigo just confirmed the time there for us. Jan Tippett Ann says, on paper, Sharks should win. In reality, Bulls by 3. So a lot of support for the Sharks early on in the comment section. Where are the Bulls fans at? Let us know in the comment section. Let's quickly go and have a look at the bench for the Bulls today. We've got Jan Hendrik Wessels, Liesen Kaboka, Robert Hunt, Hanko Swanepoel, Reinhard Ludwig, Embrose Papier, Morne Steyn, and Stefan Gans. So Jan Hendrik Wessels, for me, I think, is an exceptional player. He can play either prop or hooker, and he will be used as a hooker today. And this guy is a phenomenal talent coming through. Give him 2 or 3 more years, and he will be in the Springbok setup for sure. He's one of those guys that will bring energy to this pack of Bulls. And then Liesen Kaboka has been knocking on the door for quite a time now, so he's definitely going to lick his fingers off to get on to that second half and try and get up against some of the best players in the world as well. Robert Hunt, another youngster coming through nicely. Hanko Swanepoel will probably step up for Walt Steenkamp when he's gone. Another extremely talented youngster in this Bulls setup is Hanko Swanepoel. And then Reinhard Ludwig, another talked about person. He hasn't impressed me, to be quite honest, so far, but I mean, still very young, and maybe today is the day that he steps up and make the difference here. And then Embrose Papier has been quite impressive for the Bulls at 9 as well. Today on the bench, but he's one of those players that's starting to find his rhythm as well. So looking forward to what Emrys Papier can bring to the occasion as well. And then All Mornay Steyn is a match winner, 100. He can come on to the field and kick the Bulls to victory today if it's needed to. And then Stedman Gans, the Bulls will expect to bring a little bit of magic in that second half, maybe if it's a tighter affair. Then Jan Tippett-Ann says, Bille Jean Leroux says Bulls all the way. And then Christian says Bulls by 30. So just to give you guys a little insight, a lot of people will think that scoreline he just said might be a little bit too far. But for those of you that know, whenever I've done the commentary between the Sharks and the Bulls normally trash the Sharks. So yeah, I hope it's not going to be the case, but it is a possibility, Christian. Let's hope the Sharks step up today, because I've heard a lot of this and that. The Sharks are not consistent. They haven't been good all the last couple of matches. But at the end of the day, this is knockout rugby, and you just have to show up for this one game. So although the Bulls might have been more consistent than the Sharks in the last couple of games, this is knockout rugby, and the Sharks can win this game. So be careful. Let's quickly go and have a look at the Sharks lineup for today. So we've got Apelile Fassi, Vanna Kok, Lukanya Marius Low, Makazole Mapimpi, Kevin Bosch, and Jaden Hendrickse. So Apelile Fassi, the Fassi Express, as it's been called, is one of those players that can turn nothing into something. So I'm looking forward to see what he can bring to the occasion. Vanna Kok has been quite exceptional. He's completely changed my view about him. When he arrived at the Sharks, he wasn't good at all. As of late, he's been exceptional, and just his workhorse mentality in the Shark side has been quite phenomenal. He goes out and makes 2 tackles in 1 movement. Lukanya is back. He's a star player for the Shark side. Marius Low is the big basher. He's going to try and bash things up today. He is leading the Sharks at the end of this season. So hopefully he can end it on a high for the Shark side as well. Then Makazole Mapimpi, we know he almost scores in every single game that he plays. So will we see a try from Makazole Mapimpi today? And then my biggest fear today for this Shark side is at 9 and 10. Jaden Hendrickse has not been in great form. Kevin Bosch has got no big match temperament. So it's going to be all about this too today. If they're going to perform, the Sharks have got a chance. But if Kevin Bosch is going to crawl into his little space, the Sharks are going to get hammered today. And I hope truly that this guy can step up today and live up to the expectations that were set to this guy a couple of seasons back. Everything went haywire in that final against the Bulls, where he basically kicked the Sharks out of the game. So hopefully this will be the turning point, and he will get back into form as well. Let's quickly go and have a look at the forwards of the Sharks. We've got Pepsi Buthelezi, Henko Venter, Sia Kolisi, Reniel Higu, Leroux Roots, Thomas de Toey, Bongi Bonambi, and Ox Nashia. So for me, these 2 prop forwards are the key to victory for the Sharks today. Thomas de Toey, Ox Nashia needs to be in full flight at scrum time. With Bongi Bonambi, we know his class, we know what he's capable of, and it's going to be a hell of a battle between him and Johan Grobler. Then Leroux Roots and Reniel Higu, I would say the Bulls are stronger at lock. Whether Leroux Roots will get that go-forward ball with his big body, that's another question. Reniel Higu is a versatile lock forward that can run into space, but he needs to be right up there in the physicality between Ruan Orkia and Walt Steenkamp. Then Sia Kolisi's got a big task ahead of him against Marcel Coetzee. A lot of people feel that Marcel Coetzee needs to be in that Springboks setup. This guy's keeping him out at the moment, so he needs to step up and show to the rugby public that he deserves to be there. Henko Venter, he's been all around for the Sharks. I personally didn't rate him very highly, but he has stepped up to the occasion more often than not. And then Pepsi Buthelezi, another youngster that's been spoken about a lot. So he needs to step up today against Elrich Low. The Sharks are now making their way onto the field here, so we're very close to kickoff in this second URC quarterfinal clash today. Let's quickly go and run through the Sharks bench here. Kieran van Vieren, Tukan Tuna, Kucha Machuna, Ruben van Heerden, Sipakumbuzo Noche, Grant Williams, Buddha Chamberlain, and Ben Tupaya. This bench will be relied on to come on into the second half and prove the magic for the Sharks. Whether they can do it, that is a question altogether. Bertie Kreer says, lekker man, lekker. And then Mamania says, away. So we've got all the usuals here in the comment section today. Guys, let me know who you're supporting. Just give a thumbs up to the Bulls. And let's see. Let's quickly do this. So we've got the emojis, and let's see which ones we can use. So if you're supporting the Sharks today, you can give us an angel. And if you are supporting the Bulls today, give us a heart, hearty face. So let's see how many supporters we've got from each side. Johannes Payne says Sharks to win, but we're 15 today. Let's see if that is going to be the case today. Right, so both teams are onto the field here, and we are looking forward to an absolutely fantastic game here between the two sides. I say it's a great day here at Loftus, and perfect conditions for rugby. So let's see how things are going to pan out. It looks like there's a lot of people there at Loftus, and most of them should be supporting the Bulls today. So let's see how it's going to go. Right. So not the Soy Boy says bring it Guru, and then Jean Leroux has gone with the Bulls, and then Ben Jones have given one for the Sharks. And then Bloom Monster says, come on, Sharkies. So plenty of support for the Sharks, but it's not showing in the poll, guys. So 95 votes already, and 61% of that votes are going for the Bulls. So go and vote in the poll if you want that to change. Right, so we're about to get this game underway, guys. So may the best team win today, and it's going to be Kevin Bosch to get this clash underway for us. Right, big moment as the kickoff is about to start. Kevin Bosch with the kickoff, and that is a high, deep kick in from him, taken by Chris Smith inside the 22 for the Bulls. It is Zach Berger waiting for it at the back of this ruck. The Sharks are trying to disrupt this ruck, but they are able to get it back as the Bulls now still on the inside the 22. Zach Berger controlling this one at the back of this ruck for them. Looks like he's going to go with the box kick over the top himself. Yeah, he does go with the box kick. Not going to find touch. All right, he is going to find touch right on the 10-meter line inside Bulls territory. So it is going to be a Sharks lineup early on. Right, on the 10-meter line inside the Bulls territory. The Sharks with the first line out of this game. Right. Here comes the throw-in from Bunambi now. Right, so throw-in from Bongi Bunambi then, taken by Leroux. Here comes the driving move. Now off the back, Siakalisi takes it. There's a bit of space here for the Sharks early, as Mapimpi takes it up over the 10-meter line. Now Hendricks, out it comes to Bunambi again around the corner. A little knock-on from Bunambi, and it's going to be a scrum down to the Bulls. So the Bulls does get the scrum here for a knock-on from the Sharks. That is a disappointing start then for the Sharks as they knock that ball on. Right, so the Sharks are looking to work it around the edges of the rucks here for them, but unfortunately on that occasion not working out for them. Right, so it is going to be the first scrum of the game, and it's going to go the way of the Bulls here. Blue Monster says big game for Bosch today, and then Johannes Spain also supporting the Sharks, and then Daniel going for the Bulls today. Right, Zach Berger to feed the first scrum of this game. We've had 2 minutes in this game. Right, the big scrum here from the Sharks, putting the Bulls under pressure, and it's going to be a reset scrum then. So the Sharks trying to put the pressure onto the Bulls early on with the first scrum of the game. Gerard Steenekamp and Mornay Smith got a massive job for them today. Will they be able to keep up with the Sharks scrum? I think personally, yes. but we'll see how it goes today. Right, so it's going to be the first scrum of the game, the second, a reset for the second one then. Right, Andre Dumenis says, go Sharks. And then it seems like the Hurricanes have lost. So go Sharks, says Nazi Williams. Right, here we go. Zach Berger with the feet to the scrum. It goes down again. And let's see what the referee decides here. So we'll have another reset scrum. 3 minutes into this game. So the Bulls are struggling a little bit at scrum time at the moment. It went down on the Bulls' side again, and they were lucky not to be pinned for that one. So Mornay Smith losing his bind, and luckily they do get another scrum down as the Bulls. Will the Sharks keep the pressure on them? Christmas says, show them how we bite Sharks. Come on. Right, so another scrum then. And Zach Berger to feed this one in for the Bulls. Right, this looks a little bit... Oh, it's gone up again from the Bulls. It's a penalty this time to the Sharks. And an early opportunity here for the Sharks to get some points on the board. Well, they did say beforehand that the Sharks' scrum will be stronger, and I didn't want to believe it. But given after that first 3 scrums, the Sharks are dominating the scrums. So an early penalty, scrum penalty to the Sharks, in a very kickable position. Right, Steve Austin has joined in as well and say good day to all Go Bulls. So, yeah, we'll see how this one turns out. But the Sharks have an early opportunity here to get the first points of the game. It's right in the middle of the field, roundabout on the 10-meter line inside Bulls territory. 4 minutes gone in this game. Will the Sharks get the first points on the game? It seems like it. And there's even little pamphlets in the stands that says Kopom Oor Bosch. So probably referring to that final, which he basically kicked the Sharks out of the game. Right, so here comes the first kick of the game. And it's Kevin Bosch who sets it straight through the middle for the first points of this game. The Sharks leading by 3-0. 4.5 minutes gone in this quarterfinal clash between the Bulls and the Sharks. Right, 5 minutes gone. Right, it is going to be Chris Smith to restart this one then for us. And the Sharks getting the first points of this quarterfinal clash. A high hanging kickoff from Chris Smith, roundabout between the 10 and the 22, and beautifully collected by Marius Lowe for the Sharks in the air. Now Jaden Hendrickson gets it out to Bonambi. He's tackled by Elrich Lowe. Brought down between the 22 and the 10-meter line, right in the middle of the field. Right, so Jaden Hendrickson now waiting for it. He's going to go with a box kick over the top. Here comes the chase from the Sharks. Vanna Koch leading the chase there. Oh, and it's been knocked on by the Bulls. And it's going to be a scrum down to the Sharks, about 5 meters inside the half of the Bulls. Elrich Lowe knocking that ball on in the air. I did say that the Sharks expect the Sharks to kick a lot of balls into the air today. Barry Green has joined in saying, hi, Guru. Christian says, Guru, I was just kidding about my prediction of the Bulls by 30. Going to be close. Pity they didn't play overseas teams in the playoffs. And then Johannes Baines says, come on, Ref, blew the final whistle now. Bulls are shaky, says Blue Monster. And I told you we're going to have a Kevin Bosch. Yeah, let's see how it goes, Barry. Mark Dante says an awful attempt of a catch there from Elrich Lowe. Right, so it is 3-0. The Sharks leading this game, and they haven't updated the score just yet. So we'll wait and see when they got it. Is flash score. So off the back, the Sharks now. Kevin Bosch on a loop around. As Lukanya, I'm out to Mapimpi. He's up over the 10-meter line. Now it's brought down by Elrich Lowe. Quick ball needed for the Sharks now. They do get it back now. Henko Venter out to Oxnashire. He's tackled by Johan Grobler between the 10 and the 22-meter line. Here comes the Sharks again now. Lukanya with a little stab through for Lukanya. For Mapimpi. He's got it and he passes it back inside. But into the hands of Zach Berger inside the 22 for the Bulls. The Bulls have managed to secure that ball about 5 meters inside their 22 now. Here they come through Mornay Smith now. Just taking that ball up inside the 22 then. Right, Zach Berger now waiting for it. Looks like he is going to go with the box kick over the top, and that one is going to find touch roundabout between the 10 and the 22-meter line of the Bulls. So an opportunity here for the Sharks again to go on the attack. We'll see how this one pans out, but so far it's the Sharks leading by 3-0. And just let's see if we can get the update there on the board, because doesn't look like they're going to get this for us. So the Bulls 0 and the Sharks 3. Let's just update you guys there on the score. There we go. So hopefully they'll update the scoreboard soon for us there as well. Right, here we go. The Sharks have taken that in Ranil Hiku. Just driving more coming from the Sharks now as they start to work their way forward up to the 22-meter line as the Sharks now. And still going as the Sharks now up over the 22-meter line. They just need to start getting this moving forward again, because it's going sideways now. Jaden Hendrickson waiting for it. Gets it off the back, tries to go on his own. Switches back inside to Marius Lowe into a bit of space. He's up to about 10 meters out from the try line. Mapimpi pick up and go. Now still coming as the Sharks. Now Jaden Hendrickson waiting for it. Gets it out. Henko Fred to Bonambi again. Bonambi about 7 meters out in the middle of the field. Now comes back Kevin Bosch. Marius Lowe throws a little dummy. Tries to go himself. About 5 meters out. He gets it out to Kevin Bosch again. But Kevin Bosch is isolated. Will the Bulls turn this over? Yes, they have. And the Bulls have secured this ball about 10 meters from the try line. Now it's Narosh Tambwe gets it out to Johan Grobler. A quick ball needs to come back for the Bulls now as the Sharks are trying to disrupt it. They got it. And Jaden Hendrickson unfortunately throws the ball into the referee. And the referee will blow for a scrum to the Sharks. Wow. The Sharks are looking good on the counter-ruck here at the moment, and looking really good with the driving maul as well. The Bulls are being caught offside at the moment, and let's see how this one pans out for the rest of the game. The Sharks have got a scrum now, 5 meters out from the try line, with an opportunity on the left-hand side of the field to try and move it through the hands. Right, so a big scrum coming up about 10 meters out from the Bulls try line now, about 20 meters from the right-hand touch line. It's an opportunity here for the Sharks to strike early. Right, Jaden Hendrickson to feed this ball in for the Sharks now. 10 meters out from the Bulls try line. Scrum goes down, and we will have a reset scrum again. So it seems like the Bulls are really struggling at scrum time here against the Sharks back at the moment. Shark Brain says, Kevin Bosch, I warned him last week already. And then Mark Dante says at Shark Brain, hope you are right. And Mimania says, La Rochelle, hold my beer. Right, so it is going to be a feed for the Sharks again here. About 10 minutes gone in this game. The Sharks leading by 3-0 at the moment. Possession going 65-35 to the Sharks at the moment. And then also territory dominated by the Sharks at the moment. Free kick here to the Bulls. Then early shove by the Sharks. So the Bulls have got some relief there as they can clear this ball from about 10 meters out from their own try line. Right, Chris Smith will try and get some distance on this kick for the Bulls now. And he's not, he is going to find touch on the 10-meter line inside the Bulls half. It will be a line out to the Sharks. Johan van der Heever says Sharks sounding good. And then Johannes Bain says, I'm not certain about your facts. And then Wynand Robert says Sharks always shine away in playoffs. Right, so a line out to the Sharks now on the 10-meter line of the Bulls. Bonambi to throw this one in for the Sharks. Bonambi to the front to Leroux as they set up this maul again, which did really well. And they're starting to move forward again as the Sharks now. Starting to make a bit of headway now. They need to get it out. Jaden Hendrickson gets it out back to Bonambi, who sets it up for them run about 5 meters outside of the 22. Penalty advantage coming. Now it's taken up by Thomas de Toy. Jaden Hendrickson just waiting for it. Now comes back Gervin Bosch. Out to Pepsi Buthelezi. Marius Lau. Lukanya into space. He's up over the 22. Gets it back to Buthelezi. Now just 10 meters out. But it's been intercepted by the Bulls. And here comes Cannon Moody. Here comes the chase now. This could be a straight run in for the Bulls. And another charge from Cannon Moody. Oh, it's going to be a penalty try surely here to the Bulls. As Cannon Moody was taken out with the ball. But Madosh Tambwe has picked that one up and has scored for the Bulls. Wow. The Bulls are going to get the first try of this game. And it's going to be Madosh Tambwe who gets down for it. What a passage of play. The Sharks went into space, but the ball got intercepted by Cannon Moody. And the Sharks on their way to the try line. And then just a pass from Renil Hiku into the hands of Cannon Moody. And Morris Lowe tried to chase down Cannon Moody. The kick downfield. Then another grubber kick from Cannon Moody. Mapimpi tried to come back, pushed him out of the way, and then totally outran the ball. And Madosh Tambwe picked it up for the first try. Well, there was a penalty advantage for the Sharks. So I don't know why they haven't gone back for that. Because it was awarded just short of the 22. So they made about 10 meters. So you could always argue that advantage was over. But it is 7 points to 3 then for the Bulls here after about 13 minutes of play. Shark Brain says the writing is on the wall now for the Sharks. Well. Cannon Moody showing some gas there. And Mapimpi just coming back way too late. And Madosh Tambwe over for the try. Bulls are just warming up. Go, boys. What a counter-attack, says Mimania. 14 minutes gone in this one. And it's the Bulls leading by 7 points to 3 now. Right, the restart then from the Sharks. Kevin Bosch with the restarts then. And that's a high-hanging one just inside the 22. It's been knocked on by the Bulls again now. And the chance for the Sharks now from the 22-meter line. Renil Hiku gets it out to the Ox. Ox is here out to Apalile Fassi. Fassi caught straight on the 22-meter line in the middle of the field. The ball got ripped, and it's actually going to be a penalty against the Bulls now. So, penalty for offside from the Bulls. And the Sharks have an opportunity about 5 meters from the left-hand touchline. Will they kick this to the corner? Christmas says, how the fluff did they get 7 points? Well, they got the intercept. Right, so the Sharks now kicking to the corner. 5 meters out from the Bulls try line now. They can set up another attacking lineup. So it was Walt Steenkamp who knocked the ball on and then straight into the hands of David Krill. Tried to lead the ball, but the penalty was awarded. Right, Bonambi with a throw into this line out now. Right, who's it going to go to? It's going to go to Renil Hiku. The ball has been set up by the Sharks, and it's looking to start to move forward now. Can they start getting it moving forward? Yes, they can. It's going to be Bonambi over for the try. And the Sharks get their first try of the game as well from the driving ball. Bonambi over for the try, and the Sharks are back into the lead. 8 points to 7 here after about 15 minutes of play. Well. Are we in for a high-scoring game today? The Sharks are looking strong at scrum and maul and line-out time. Can the Bulls neutralize this Sharks scrum and maul? Because otherwise, it could be a long day for them. Shark Brain says, Guru, don't be mad, but my money is on the Bulls. Oh, it's your choice, Shark Brain. David John Skipper says, go Sharks. And then also Mike saying, how's it, Guru? I know you're a Sharky, but Bulls by 15. And then Johannes Payne says, it's all over for the Bulls. Johan van der Heever says, yes. And then Chrisma says, come on, Sharks. So a lot of Shark supporters. Who's going to win it? Go and vote. 194 votes already. 58% going with the Bulls. 42% with the Sharks. Druan, I can't show you the game. I don't have the rights to show the game. So unfortunately, I can only do commentary on the game. Right, conversion coming up from Curvin Bosch now. And that is going to go straight through the middle again. So it's 10 points to 7. The Sharks now lead. And after that intercept try from the Bulls, the Sharks are now back into the lead. 16 minutes gone in this one. Kayla says, come on, Bulls. 17 minutes played, 10 points to 7. Right, Chris Smith now with a restart then, and a deep high hanging kickoff, and straight into the hands of Pepsi Buthelezi inside the 22 for the Sharks now. Jaden Hendricks is waiting for it. Just slowing it down a little bit here for the Sharks now. Gets it out to Oxnard, just sets it up inside the 22 now. Jaden Hendricks again waiting for it. Will he go with the box kick over the top himself? He needs to get this out a little bit quicker. Goes to the box kick, and here comes the chase from Vanna Kok again. Vanna Kok chasing up after Mirosh Tambwe, but he's done brilliantly to secure it. Sharks are trying to counter drive them again from the ruck, but Marcel Kutsia got it now. Driven back in a tackle by Bonambi now. Zach Berger gets it out to Arno Puerta up to the 10-meter line. He goes. Now it's Zach Berger with a little stab through. Looking for a touch. Not going to find Apalile Fassi this time round. He gets caught by Cannon Moody right on the 22-meter line. He's been held up in the tackle, but now goes to ground. Right on the 22-meter line is the Sharks. Now about 5 meters from the right-hand touchline. Right, Jaden Hendrickson now gets it out to Leroux Rutz. Leroux Rutz sets it up right on the 22-meter line for the Sharks now inside their own half. 18 and a half minutes gone. 10 points to 7. The Sharks are leading. And Jaden Hendrickson now with the box kick over the top again. Chase coming from Pepsi Buthelezi and Vanna Kok. Taken by Chris Smith. Hammered in a tackle by Vanna Kok. Right on halfway, but the Bulls get it back now. Zach Berger out to Marcel Kutsia. Sets it up nicely for the Bulls, but Thomas de Toy tries to steal it now. Zach Berger trying to go on his own. Up to the 10-meter line he goes. Johan Grobler out, Strum off Norkia. Out it goes to Chris Smith. Goes high up into the air. Chase coming from the Bulls now. And it's Cannon Moody who takes it beautifully on the 10-meter line for the Bulls. And a penalty goes against Mapimpi as well, as he's pinned for not releasing. And there's a bit of a argy-bargy going on there between the players. And the referee will have a talk to Mapimpi because he was not happy about the decision. So let's just see what is the call now from the referee. So it should be a penalty to the Bulls in a very kickable position, right on the 10, well, between the 10 and the halfway line. So the referee having a talk quickly with the players here. Just telling him that he is going to pin them for any foul play here today. So the Bulls get an extra 10 meters for the back chat from Mapimpi. And this one is going to be a very kickable penalty for the Bulls right on the 22-meter line in the middle of the field. How's the penalty count? Ask Eric Davison. So I think it's been pretty much the same so far. I don't have the stats just yet for that, Eric, but we will get it down the line. But I think the Sharks have been pinned twice and the Bulls also. So it's quite fair and equal at the moment. Well, so Chris Smith now with the attempt here to put the scoreboard level here between the two sides after about a quarter of play here in this second quarterfinal of the URC. Chris Smith now lining this one up for the Bulls. We've got 208 votes. The Bulls got 57% and the Sharks 43%. And with that kick, it's going to be all level here as Chris Smith gets the penalty over. And it's 10 points each here after 20 minutes of play. Well, we'll see how the rest of this game pan out, but very, very equal at the moment. The Bulls using their opportunity. The Sharks been dominating the scrum and mauls at the moment. So let's see how it goes. Eric Davison, English commentators, hard hit Guru hammered. Yeah, absolutely. Right, so here's the restart then again. and taken by Cornell Hendricks right on the 22-meter line inside Bulls territory now. Zach Berger is waiting for it, gets it out to Mornay Smith, who takes it up to the 22-meter line here for the Bulls. Zach Berger is waiting for it to clear this ball. Will he go himself? Ranil Hiku already starting to try and charge this down. Let's see what happens. Oh, and it's the box kick over the top from Zach Berger, who finds touch roundabout between the halfway line and the 10-meter line of the Bulls. Right, Frans Engelbrecht says, hope the Sharks win today. We've got 264 people watching. Don't forget to press the like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel as well. 74% of the territory going the way of the Sharks at the moment. So, although they're leading on every facet of play in the game, the scoreboards are level with 10-10 at the moment. Right, so Bonambi with a throw in now to this line out for the Sharks between the halfway and the 10-meter line of the Bulls. It is going to go to the back, and it's stolen by the Bulls. Walt Steenkamp has got it, and he's going to run it up to the 10-meter line of the Sharks this time round. Zach Berger waiting for it, gets it out to Johan Grobler. Tackled by Henko Venter. Run out on halfway the Bulls now. Chris Smith again, Harold Foster puts a little kick in behind. Look, Kanyam is chasing after. Oh, Harold Foster's got it back for the Bulls, but the Bulls spills loose, and it's Vanderkok who collects it, but he's bundled into touch by Medosh Tamwe and Cornell Hendricks. So it will be a line out to the Bulls, roundabout between, well, it's going to be a Sharks line out, in fact, between the 10 and the 22 of the Sharks. Harold Foster doing phenomenally well there. And Vanderkok tried to be pushed into touch, gave the ball to Medosh Tamwe cleverly, and it's going to be a Sharks lineup. Sharkbrain says this looks like it will go down to the wire. Right, so 10-all it is at the moment. It's a lineup to the Sharks here between the 10 and the 22. Well, in fact, it's a Bulls lineup. So Johan Grobler with the throw in, finds Norkia now at the front. Off the back, Johan Grobler now gets the ball out to Harold Foster. He's driven back in the tackle by Pepsi Buthelezi. Right about on the 10-meter line, Elrich Lowe also been driven back by the Sharks defense now. And trying to win that ball on the ground was Sia Khaleesi, but he comes back for the Bulls now. At the scrum off is Mornay Smith now. Gets it out to Walt Steenkamp right on the 10-meter line. In the middle of the field now, Zach Berger out, Marcel Kutsia throws a little dummy, tries to go himself, gets the offload to Norkia. Norkia out to Zach Berger, puts a little stab through inside the 22 now. It's going to be collected by Apalila Fassi, but into touch. So it will be a line out to the Bulls, just about inside the 22 of the Sharks. Good opportunity now for the Bulls to attack. 24 minutes gone in this game. Sharkbrain says this team is not complete without Putta Chamberlain at fly-off. I totally agree with you there. Right, so the Bulls are trying to pin the Sharks back with little grubber kicks in behind, trying to neutralize that rush defense from the Sharks at the moment. Johan Grobler again with a throw in, 5 meters inside the 22 of the Sharks. And the referee has just stopped play quickly as one of the players needs to receive attention here. It's Harold Foster who is down at the moment. Right, it's all square here after 24 minutes, but it's the Bulls now with a great attacking opportunity here and a really good placement on the field to get over for another try maybe. Andries Kriya says, go Sharks, come on boys. And then Nathaniel Reiter says, Bulls all the way. And as well as Fika Kale saying the Bulls will definitely win. Right, and Tian Struvik says, come Sharks. Mamania says, apparently the crowd has been practicing Liefling. Barry Green says, I'm Sean Everett still has confidence in Bosch despite him causing a loss in the Bulls final. Yeah, I don't know how that one works, Barry, but we'll see how things go. Brad Stradham says, just tune in from Australia. Curious, how full is the stadium? So we're not allowed full stadiums yet, but I'm I'm guessing around 20 to 25,000 people maybe given even more, Brad, because the lower stands are quite full on both sides. Right, so the Bulls now on the attack here from about 5 meters inside the 22 of the Sharks now, right about in the middle of the field here. A chance now, Elrich Low takes it up for the Bulls. Still about 5 meters inside the 22 now. Zach Berger, Norkia sets it up for the Bulls. Zach Berger waits for it. Now comes back to Marcel Kutsia. Marcel Kutsia sets it up nicely. Now Zach Berger again. Johan Grobler, Chris Smith. Out the back door, but into nobody's hands. But Oshtambwe having to cover back and get it on the 10-meter line for the Bulls. He's tackled by Bosch. Now another ruck for the Bulls now. Comes out for them on the 10-meter line inside Sharks territory, taken up by Walt Steenkamp. Now Zach Berger back to Cornel Hendricks. Pins his ears down and brought down quickly. Now Zach Berger back. It comes to Arno Botha. Arno Botha stopped by Oxnard early on. Now Zach Berger gets it back again. Norkia now. He's driven back in the tackle by the Sharks. Right about on the 10-meter line inside Sharks territory. Now comes back to Chris Smith. Goes high up into the air. Chase coming not so much from the Bulls. And Apalile Fassi makes the mark inside the 22. Right, 26 minutes gone in this one. And it is going to be Apalile Fassi to kick this downfield for the Sharks then. Right, 297 people watching, or 300. So don't forget to press that like button and subscribe, guys. The kick downfield from the Sharks going to find touch right on halfway. So it will be a Bulls line out here. 10 all after 26 minutes of play. Shark Brain says Bulls choking at Loftus now. OMG. Right, so Johan Grobler now to throw in this ball right on the halfway line here for the Bulls. But another injury break here to one of the players. We've got 264 votes, 58% of the votes going to the Bulls and 42% going to the Sharks at the moment. Right, 26 and a half minutes gone. A beautiful backed stadium to as well here at Loftus, or at least what is allowed to be there. The Bulls have only lost 2 of their previous 9 home matches this season against the Stormers in round 8 and the Sharks in round 12. So this is Fort Loftus for them. 10 all it is at the moment. And will this crowd see the Bulls through, or will it actually make them choke today? 26 and a half minutes gone, and the Sharks looking the better of the two at scrum time and maul. They've also been more on attack, but the Bulls have taken the opportunity, got an intercept try, and also the Sharks hitting with a driving maul try early on. Johannes Payne has just become a member of the channel. Thank you so much for your support, Johannes, again. So the lineup's a little bit sloppy from the Bulls here, and Chris Smith has got it roundabout on the 10-meter line of the Bulls now. Elrich Low takes it up for the Bulls now, right in the middle of the, close, about 10 meters out from the left-hand touchline here. Zach Berger now with a box kick over the top. Madosh Tambwe is chasing after it. Gans is on for Foster. Oh, it's a knock-on from Vanderkok, and here's a chance for the Bulls now from the 10-meter line inside Sharks territory. Cornel Hendricks gets the pass out. Cannon Moody out to David Krill. David Krill up to the 22-meter line, puts the kick back inside. This is going to work perfectly if the bounce is right. The bounce, unfortunately, not there for Zach Berger. And Apalile Fassi gets it and knocks it down for a goal line dropout. A perfect kick back inside. It's just a bounce of the ball, not working out there for the Bulls. And it will be a goal line dropout for the Sharks. Well. Shark Brain says, I'm on the fence here, but my money actually on the Bulls. And then Shark Brain says, Tian. And then Anwar says, Bulls all the way. So the goal line dropout then from the Sharks, and trying to contest for that ball was Mapimpi. It's come back to the Sharks side. Oh, there's a forward pass there from Morestow. Otherwise, there might have been trouble here for the Bulls, but we are going to come back. Let's just see what the referee decides here. There's 12 minutes of this first half left. There was a question from the Bulls whether the player was taken out in the air. but I think both players went up for the ball. The ball got knocked backwards by Mapimpi, and then unfortunately a forward pass from Marius to Sia Khaleesi roundabout on the halfway line. So they can either go for the scrum or the line out here. Right, so Khaleesi just receiving some attention real quickly. Barry Green says Sharks survived that onslaught, and Charmaine Tron says Fassian's on fire today. Yo Boy says, I am new to the channel, and then Barry says the Bulls are choking. Christmas says, so we did take the Bulls for a swim now. We can enjoy the meals again. Right, so 12 minutes left of this first half. It's the Bulls 10 and the Sharks 10. What is it going to take to separate these two teams today? Shark Brain says, if you like sushi, press the like button. Just remember, guys, the Sharks have won both encounters against the Bulls this year in the URC. Line out on the halfway line now. Johan Grobler with a throw in. It's going to go to Ruan Orkia, who sets it up for the Bulls. Here comes the driving maul from the Bulls now, but it's gone down, and they need to get this up now. Zach Berger, out it comes to Arno Puerta. Takes two defenders with him up, just up over the halfway line now. Right in the middle of the field now. Zach Berger goes with another box kick over the top here. The chase coming from the Bulls, but Mapimpi has got it inside the 22. He's going to actually run this now. Beats two defenders, brought down, run about 5 meters outside of the 22 now. Kevin Bosch with a kick downfield. And where's that going to go? Directly into touch. And it's going to be a line out all the way back for the Bulls, about just inside the 22 of the Sharks. Well, here's that start, Barry. Here's that start. Right, so line out to the Bulls on the 22-meter line. Johan Grobler to throw this one in for the Bulls. Thomas Tatway receiving some attention quickly. Antoinette Gerber says, yes, everyone can join this channel. The best guru for gold. Go Sharks. A try, please. Thanks, Antoinette. Right, so yeah, it is what it is. If that kick just was a little bit inches inside, it would have been a brilliant kick from Bosch, but unfortunately, just directly into touch, and it will be a line out to the Bulls on the 22-meter line of the Sharks. JT says, go Blues. Right, so 10 minutes to go in this first half, and still level here between the two sides. Right, so it is going to be a line out to the Bulls now from the 22-meter line here. Can they set up a driving maul of their own here as the Bulls? Right, Johan Grobler to throw this one in. Sharp Brain, I don't want to answer that one, but you'll see in short while. Right, here comes the Bulls now. It's taken by Marcel Kutsia now, taken back to Ruan Orkia. They set it up right on the 22-meter line. Comes back for Zach Berger now. And here comes a pick up and go from them. Oh, it's going to be a penalty to the Sharks there. Players diving off their feet. So with that, the Sharks got a penalty. And they can now kick this downfield. So it's actually for not releasing. So Leroux doing a great job there to win the penalty on the ground for the Sharks then. 9 minutes to go in this first half. Drew Kaiser says, what's the intercept try from the Sharks? Right, so the kick downfield from Kevin Bosch. Oh, it's not what's been kept in play by Madosh Tambwe. And the Bulls are going to run this now up to the 10-meter line inside their own half. And it's Elrich Low tackled by Vanna Kok now. Great work done by Madosh Tambwe to keep that ball in play. Now Marcel Kutsia sets it up on the 10-meter line of the Bulls. Slow ball coming back for them. Zach Berger controlling it at the back of that truck. Goes to the air. And Madosh Tambwe chasing after this. Kevin Bosch is going to collect it beautifully on the 10-meter line inside Sharks territory. But oh no. Penalty to the Bulls there. Obstruction from Jaden Hendricks is the call from the referee. And it's going to be an opportunity for the Bulls here. Yeah, he changed his lines there. Was Jaden Hendricks, and he got pinned for it. So Yeah, just shows he doesn't have to have the ball to cause problems for the Sharks. Jan Tippett and says, Bulls have been terrible so far. It's a good thing we're a second half team. And then Charmaine Tron says, can we not get put at the kick? So let me just correct you guys on that kick from Kevin Bosch. So the kick was perfect, but Madosh Tambwe got that ball from outside and just kept it in place. So it would have been a perfectly, a perfect kick if it did find touch and Madosh Tambwe didn't stop it. So Chris Smith to put the Bulls into the lead here for the first time. Well, no, not for the first time, for the second time. And he struck it beautifully. That goes over, and it's the Bulls 13, the Sharks 10. Right. So 13 points to 10. The Bulls are leading this game now with 7.5 minutes to go in this first half. The Bulls getting an intercept try, and the Sharks are driving maul try. And from there on, it's just been penalties all the way. Right, here's the restart from Kevin Bosch. Now it's a high-hanging kickoff and collected by Cornell Hendricks inside the 22 for the Bulls. Zach Berger is waiting for this one to come out again for them. Now sets it up through Gerard Steenekamp inside the 22 for the Bulls. Slow ball coming back for the Bulls again as Zach Berger is controlling that ball. Now, was that ball out? Oxnashire has stolen that ball on the ground for the Sharks, but a little knock on, unfortunately for the Sharks there, as the Bulls win the scrum about 5 meters inside the 22. Nick Boyd says, wins for the Bulls, Leinster and Edinburgh today, I'm saying. Right, so 13 points to 10 here with about 6.5 minutes to play in this first half. The Bulls having a defensive scrum now. The Sharks have looked really good at scrum time, so there might be a chance for the Sharks to disrupt this Bulls scrum. Possession going the way of the Bulls, 60-40, as well as territory now, 59-41. So the Bulls have had the better of this last 20 minutes of this first half. Big scrum from the Bulls, however. Now Elric Lowe off the back gets it out to Zach Berger, who nearly ducks underneath the tackle of Jaden Hendricks. They still got it inside the 22, about 10 meters up from their own try line. Is the Bulls at the moment. Johan Grobler taking it in. And slow ball coming back for the Bulls now. Zach Berger controlling this one. Looked like he's going to go with a box kick over the top. Now he's going to get it back to Chris Smith. Goes with a little cross kick here. And that one is going to go directly into touch. So we will have the line out round about, are they going to take it back to about 10 meters, or is it going to be on the 22-meter line? Because the touch judge for a second went back to the 10-meter mark, but it looks like it's now dotted down on the 22-meter line. Yeah, so it goes directly into touch, unfortunately. Bulls trying to play expansive rugby from inside their own 22. So lineouts 1-5 by the Bulls, 4 by the Sharks. I think the Sharks have lost one lineout so far as well. Bonambi now with a throw into this lineout. He finds Renil Ihu at the front, gets it out. Jaden Hendricks, and now Vanna Kok is going to straighten the line, but he knocks it on, and now Cornell Hendricks on the counter-attack. Now Madosh Tambwe puts it on the boot, but he's going to kick it up directly into touch as well. But luckily for him, from the 22, so it's going to find touch roundabout on the 10-meter line of the Bulls. Right, 4 minutes to play in this first half. And the Sharks with one more opportunity, I think, here before the end of the first half. A great tackle from Chris Smith on Vanna Kok, dislodging that ball, and the counter-attack was on. They shouldn't have kicked that ball, was Madosh Tambwe. Right, so it is going to be a line out to the Sharks then, with 4 minutes to go. We are between the 10 and the 22 of the Bulls. The Sharks now with a throw-in, finds Leroux Roots at the front. Here comes the driving maul from the Sharks again. They've looked really good at times with this driving maul, and it's starting to move forward again for them now. But the Bulls have stopped it just for a split second there, but it's moving forward again now. Now Jaden Hendrickson gets it out to Marius Lowe. Curvin Bosch on the loop around. Now Lukanyam gets it out to Apalile Fassi. Fassi out to Vanderkok, but the pass to Vanderkok wasn't good. And Vanderkok had to stumble into touch there, trying to catch the ball. So it will be a line out on the 22-meter line for the Bulls. The Sharks just a little bit over-eager at the moment here, with 3 minutes to go in this first half. Rugby, it says, tight game so far. Hoping Sharks can get the win. Hope all is well. Thanks, Rugby Edge. All is good, man. And then Nick Boy says, Ulster beat Leinster twice this year. Right. Johan van der Heever says, I must quickly drive to a bar to see the Sharks win. Come on, Bulls. Slow poison, says Sakabula. Johan Grobler with the throw in now. Comes to the front to Walt. Steenkamp gets it out. Zach Berger out to Chris Smith, who puts it on the boot. And he's going to find touch between the 10 and the 22 again. So with 2.5 minutes to go in this first half, there's an opportunity here for the Sharks to have another crack at them. We've got 342 votes so far. 59% says the Bulls will win. 41% says the Sharks will win. Let me know in the poll who you're supporting. 2 minutes to go in this first half. Can the Sharks hit back? Bulls back row are so good, says Nick Boyd. And then JT saying, no rustig, Johan rustig. Right, so Henko Venter now with the driving ball. Here comes the penalty advantage to the Sharks. Penalty given. So with 2 minutes to go, it's a penalty here between the 10 and the 22-meter line for the Sharks. So a chance for Curvin Bosch maybe to level the score here going into halftime. The Bulls pin there for crossing. Right, so David John says, come on, Sharks, take it cool. And then Gareth Ferguson says, come on, tuna fishies. Right, so Curvin Bosch with the attempt to level up the scoreboard here with about a minute to go in this first half. So there will be time for a restart then. Alexander Weideman is also on the chat. Welcome to the game, Alexander. And then Anthony says, Bulls all the way. Yeah, let's see how it goes. Curvin Bosch now with the penalty attempt here for the Sharks. Still about 30 seconds left of this first half. He is leaving this penalty very late. 8-7, 6, 5. And he's finally kicked it. And that has gone over. So 13 all the scoreboard here as we go into the last 20 seconds of this first half. Well, he took it to the last seconds to kick that ball, and it's gone through. So 13 all it is here as we go closer to halftime. Nothing separating the two teams at the moment. Sharkbrain says that the Bulls lead at halftime, they will win the game. So it's all square at the moment. Chris Smith with the restart there now as time is up on the clock. Sharks just need to put this in, but the Bulls have gone very high up into the air trying to force an error from the Sharks, but the Sharks have collected it, and Jaden Hendrickson is going to put it into touch for a halftime score of 13 all. So nothing separating these two teams at the moment here in Pretoria at Loftus. Liesel Potgieter says, go Bulls. And then Chebu says, I hope the Bulls win. And Kobus Gerber says, bite the Sharkies. And then Waden van Beek says, come on, Bulls, we've got this, boys. So I'm going to take a quick break. And then when I come back, we will be doing the second half. So don't go anywhere. Right, we are back here for the second half, guys, and it's 13-all at the moment. The next 40 minutes will separate these two teams, or will it? Will we go into extra time like we've done in quite a few games previously as well? So the last time they battled it out in the final, I think it went down to extra time. So yeah, will 40 minutes separate the two teams? Let me know in the comments section. We've also got the poll up on the channel. We've got nearly 400 votes so far, with the Bulls leading by 61% at the moment. So Sharks fans out there, go and vote on the poll to support your team as well. And then also support this channel, guys. It's important going forward into the future that you guys support the channel as well. So don't forget to press that like button and subscribe if you are new to this channel as well. You can also join the channel as a member for starting as little as 20 Rand per membership. So do support the channel, and then do support your team as well on the voting poll as well, with almost 400 votes now. The Bulls leading 61 to 39 at the moment on the poll. The scoreboard level here at Loftus, 13-all. And we're quickly going to run through the team lineups again just to see how the teams have fared overall. So Cannon Moody at fullback for the Bulls have been absolutely phenomenal. He was in charge of that first try from the Bulls, got the intercept, kicked the ball, controlled the ball, and then got Madosh Tambwe over for the try. So he's been solid with the high kicks as well. He's doing really well for the Bulls at fullback. David Krill, we haven't seen too much of him so far throughout this game. He's haven't had too much ball. And then Cornel Hendricks, he's been solid for this Bulls side on the defense as well today, and he's taken the ball in quite nicely. Harold Forster, unfortunately, had to leave the field early in this first half, replaced by Stefan Khan. So unfortunately, he's playing no part in this game anymore. Then Madosh Tambwe has been absolutely brilliant. He scored that try for the Bulls as well, and then also has been quite a fawn so far for the Sharks on the attack and defense, and doing a really good job. Then Chris Smith, as usual, Mr. Reliable at 10 so far. Haven't put a foot wrong so far. And it's fair to say that the Bulls are trying to pin the Sharks back with little grubber kicks at the moment, and it's working perfectly for them. Then Zach Berger doing a good job at 9, just working with his forwards all the time and doing a really good job with it as well. Then Elrich Low, Arno Botha, and Marcel Coetzee has been solid in the loose trio. They've carried the ball nicely, especially Marcel Coetzee so far has done really well to get the Bulls on the front foot. Ruan Orke and Walt Steenkamp securing the ball at line-out time, and also have stolen one of the Sharks' line-outs so far as well. Then Morne Smith and Gerard Steenkamp struggling a little bit at scrum time with the Sharks, as expected. But so far they're keeping up the mass, and it's not completely the Sharks over them at scrum time. And then Jan Grobler is having another fantastic game for this Bulls side as well. Then going over to the Sharks side, Apelile Fassi, he's been solid for the Sharks as well. Haven't put a foot wrong. Haven't had a lot of ball, but he's solid at the back and just working his way through. Will we see a moment of magic maybe from him in that second half later today? Then Vanna Kok has been solid. Defensively, a real workhorse, and he's tried to carry the ball up. Lukanya is linking well with Marius Lowe and Kevin Bosch at the moment. There has been moments where there was space opening up for the Sharks in that first half, but unfortunately the defense of the Bulls rock hard solid. And then Makazola Mapimpi also been in the mix quite a bit today. Kevin Bosch so far hasn't really done too much wrong, apart from the fact that he didn't get one kick, which was beautifully hijacked. You can see in the air by Madosh Tambwe. And then also he did on one occasion make another mistake. But so far, so good for Kevin Bosch. Jaden Hendricks not convincing me at the moment. He is a little bit slow at the breakdown. And we would like to see Grant Williams on in that second half a little bit earlier as well. Then for the Sharks forwards, Pepsi Buthelezi, Henko Fenta and Sia Khaleesi standing up the mass against Marcel Coetzee, Elrich Lowe and Arno Botha at the moment. Reniel Hiku and Leroux has been solid as well. They've lost one line out, but apart from that, they've carried the ball really strongly so far while Thomas de Toey and Oxnard is doing a great job at scrum time. And especially with the mauls, the Sharks have been really good. And Bongi Manambi has controlled that ball at the back of the mauls quite exceptionally so far for them. So a pretty even contest between the two sides. Nobody in full control at the moment. The Sharks dominating the first 20 minutes of the first half, with the Bulls dominating the last 20 minutes of the first half. And it's fair to say that this one could potentially come down to the wire today. Even if not, we might even see extra time here today. If you look at the replacements still to come on for the Bulls, Jan-Hendrik Wessel, Leeson Kaboka, and Robert Hunt would probably anchor that Bulls scrum a little bit more, with Hanko Swanepoel probably going to replace Walt Steenkamp a little bit later. Reinhard Ludwig to come on maybe in the place of Arno Botha. Embrose Papier will see a little bit of the action, hopefully a little bit later on. Mornay Steyn will come on if the game is very close to maybe try and seal with it the drop goal or get that tactical kicking going for the Bulls again. And then Stedman Khan's already onto the field for the second half. And then for the Sharks, Kieran van Vieren, Natuka Machuna, Kucha Machuna, Ruben van Heeren, Sikambuza Noche, Grant Williams, Buta Chamberlain, and Ben Tupaya. I would probably at some stage bring on Grant Williams early in that second half just to get the pace up for the Sharks a little bit, and then also maybe put Sikambuza Noche on just if the game does open up a little bit towards the end. Who knows? And then Buta Chamberlain could potentially replace Gervin Bosch with about 20 to 15 minutes left of that second half. But a very tight affair here at Loftus Versfeld at the moment. Shark Brain again says, if you like sushi, you are on the right channel. And Sebastian Grammer says, good afternoon, people. We should see some fireworks in the second half. And then Ronaldo says, Bull fan for life. Also, Shark Brain, Bulls must sign Buta Chamberlain because the Sharks don't want him. And then Alfred says, I'm a Bull for life. And then also Shark Brain says, people who want Bulls to win probably put money on them. And yeah, so we'll see how it goes. And then, also Johannes Payne has been giving the Bulls quite a run for their money here in the comment section today as well. Just working on their nerves a little bit as the Bulls and the Sharks make their way back onto the field here for the second half of this game. Who will win it? Will it be decided in the next 40, or will we go into extra time like we have done on previous occasions before? The Mexican wave being run in here by the Bull supporters. The lower stands of the field is full here at the stadium. So a lot of support here for the Bulls at Loftus Versfeld today. Fort Loftus as we know it. Right, so we're about to get the second half started again, guys, and good luck again to each and every one supporting the Bulls or the Sharks here today. We're all South African supporters, and the fact of the matter is that one of these two teams will join the semi-finals of the United Rugby Championship next week. Right, Chris Smith with the restart to the second half, playing from left to right on my screen. Right, it's a high-hanging kick again, this time taken by Pepsi Buthelezi, just outside the 22 of the Sharks now. Jaden Hendrickson waiting for it right on the right-hand touchline of the Sharks here, taken up by Oxnard. He sets it up nicely for the Sharks now, about 5 meters out, 2 meters outside of the 22 of the Sharks. About 10 meters from the right-hand touchline, Jaden Hendrickson now going with the box kick over the top, nearly charged down by Ulrich Lowe there. Goes high up into the air, taken by Madosh Tambwe on the 10-meter line of the Sharks now. Who's going to get this ball? The Sharks are going to get this ball back now. Oxnard gets it out to Apalile Fassi. Fassi puts it on a boot, looking for space. That ball is going to roll. No, not going to find touch. And Cornel Hendricks gets it out to Cannon Moody, who puts it on the boot, and he's going to find touch on the 10-meter line of the Bulls. So Apalile Fassi there looking for the 50-22, but just not able to get the touch there as Cornel Hendricks got that ball and passed it back to Cannon Moody for a clearance of up to the 10-meter line of the Bulls. Right, about a minute gone in the second half. The Sharks now with the first line out of the second half on the 10-meter line of the Bulls. Right, throw in coming from Bonambi. Bonambi to throw this one in for the Sharks. It comes to the back. It's been overthrown, but taken by Thomas de Toy now. Sets it up nicely in the middle of the field for the Sharks. Jaden Hendricks back to Oxnard. He's a little bit isolated, but the Sharks do get it back now. Jaden Hendricks back to Lerutz. Now Kevin Bosch on a loop around as Marius Lowe tries to straighten it up for him. And Johan Grobler quickly over that ball, but it's a penalty to the Sharks. Quickly taken by Jaden Hendricks there now. He needs support, finds Kevin Bosch. Back to Pepsi Buthelezi. The Sharks should have gone for a goal there, but they've run it quickly. And, the referee's going to call them back here for a high tackle by the Sharks. Well, that's a strange call as the Sharks were the ones in possession. But the referee has called on the Sharks for a high tackle. So it might have been off the ball there. So a penalty to the Bulls on the 10-meter line inside their own half. Well, was it a touch judge call maybe from the touch, or did the referee actually see that? So Chris Smith is going to kick this now downfield, and he is going to find touch 5 meters inside the Sharks 22. Yeah, so it was a neck roll from Bongi Bunambi on Johan Grobler there. So that's what the penalty was for. Right, so the Bulls now with an opportunity here from the Sharks 22-meter line. Who's going to score first here in the second half? Johan Grobler with a throw-in finds Walt Steenkamp. Here comes the driving maul from the Bulls now. They've set up a good driving maul here. It can start to move forward now. Good defense from the Sharks there on that driving maul, but the Bulls are starting to make headway now. Really getting go forward ball now, about 10 meters out from the Sharks try line. Now Zach Berger have to get it out to Cornel Hendricks. Gervin Bosch makes the tackle, but he's been pinned for offside. 10 meters out from the try line now is the Bulls. Elrich Lowe takes it up now, 5 meters out. Here comes Zach Berger out to Marcel Kutsia. Good tackle there from Marius Lowe on him. Another penalty for not rolling away. Penalty advantage. Johan Grobler now, 2 meters out. Zach Berger gets it out to Elrich Lowe. But Elrich Lowe's just short of the try line. 2 meters out is the Bulls now. Zach Berger waiting for it. Slowing it a bit down now. Pick up and go from Gerard Steenkamp. Another penalty for offside from the Sharks. And Marcel Kutsia is going to dive over for the try. And the Bulls have struck first here in the second half. Captain Fantastic, Marcel Kutsia gets over for the Bulls' second try of the game. And 24 career tries for him, as the Bulls have taken 5 minutes to get onto the board in the second half. Yeah, Andrew Brace have had a really good game so far as referees so far. Try time to the Bulls, and 18 points to 13. Is this the start of the end for the Sharks? 5 minutes gone in this second half, and the Bulls have scored the try through Marcel Kutsia. Chris Smith with an easy conversion coming up for him. 18 points to 13, the Bulls leading this game now. Going with a conversion, and that is an easy kick for him as he gets it over. So 20 points to 13. It is the Bulls now leading this game. Bulls are feeding off the crowd, says Shark Brain, and that's exactly what's going to happen. The Bulls supporters today here at the stands are just incredible at the moment. Right, so Gervin Bosch then with a restart to this game. It's 20 points to 13. The Bulls now lead after about 6 minutes of play in the second half. Right, that's a deep kick in. Oh, nearly out. Oh, it's going to be a line out to the Sharks here. Stepped into touch by Arno Buerta. So if he left that ball, it would have been a scrum way back on halfway for the Bulls. But Arno Buerta decided to catch that ball. And it's going to be a line out to the Sharks, 5 meters inside the 22 of the Bulls now. Opportunity for the Sharks to strike back immediately. They will have to do it. They can't play catch-up rugby in this game. 6.5 minutes gone in the second half. And Shark Brain says if Marius Jonker was the ref today, the Bulls would be leading by 20 points by now. Right, so here comes the lineup, and it's taken by Lerurutz. The Sharks set up a driving maul. Can they start to move forward now? Sharks looking good and starting to move forward now as the Sharks as well. Use it once, says the referee. So Jaden Hendrickson gets it up now. Comes out to Marius Lowe. He's going to straighten it for them. Now comes back Jaden Hendrickson. Kevin Bosch out wide. They go up a little. Fussy steps back inside. Great tackle from Stepman Gans on him. Right on the 22-meter line. Now Jaden Hendrickson gets it back. Now Henko Venter. Kevin Bosch. Flat pass knocked on by the Sharks. And it's going to be a scrum down to the Bulls between the 22 and the 10-meter line inside Bulls territory. Sharks just need to keep it tight. Stop playing this game that they are at the moment. So handling errors so far, 7 by the Sharks, 5 by the Bulls. And we saw last night with the game between Ulster and Munster, Munster just could never get going because of all the errors that they committed throughout. So we'll see how it goes from here. Scrum down to the Bulls between the 22 and the 10-meter line inside their own half. The Sharks have dominated scrums so far throughout this game and will feel bullish in trying to get a scrum penalty from here. Right, Zach Berger to feed this one in. They're trying to get rid of that ball as quickly as Elrich Lowe takes it off the back, gets it up to David Kriel, steps past Kevin Bosch, up to halfway now. Little kick downfield from Zach Berger. The chase is coming now. Mapimpi is back for it. He's going to be tackled by Zach Berger. About 10 meters out from the try line, and it's going to be a line out to the Bulls. Great work there done there by Zach Berger to get Mapimpi on the tackle. So another line out to the Bulls, 10 meters out from the Sharks try line. And it's, like I say, maybe the start of the end for the Sharks now. 8.5 minutes gone in the second half. The Bulls looking to cement this game early on in the second half. Right, so line out to the Bulls. 10 meters out from the try line. 9 minutes gone in the second half. A chance now for the Bulls to really cement it. Taken by Walt Steenkamp. They set up another driving maul here as the Bulls now. They're starting to really get momentum as this Bulls side now, as they're starting to move forward with the maul as well. Now 5 meters out, but Johan Grolak goes down 5 meters out from the try line. Now Zach Berger waiting for it, gets it out to Elrich Lowe. Elrich Lowe tackled by Thomas de Toy. Still 5 meters out from the try line. Morne Smith pick up and go. Now it's pick up and go from Arno Puerta. Still 5 meters out from the try line. Is this Bulls side at the moment? Another go. Gerard Steenekamp this time. Still 5 meters out. Johan Grobler pick up and go again. Now about 4 meters out from the try line is the Bulls. Elrich Lowe with his hands on the ball. He's going to pick up and go as well. Now 3 meters out is the Bulls. Another pick up and go from the Bulls. Just 2 meters out from the try line now. Right under the post here. Mornisman Mossel could see a Zach Berger on a loop around. Chris Smith gets it out to Cornell Hendricks. And Hendricks is going to score under the post for the Bulls. And that should be the start of the end. Second try in just 10 minutes time for the Bulls as they go up to 25 points to 13 now. This should be enough to carry this Bulls side through to the semi-finals. 25 points to 13 with 30 minutes to go in this game. Great hands there from the Bulls, just working it through the back line. Zach Berger to Chris Smith, quick hands. Cornell Hendricks steps back inside and beats Vannecock quite easily on the inside for a try under the post here for the Bulls. Third try of the game, second try in 10 minutes in the second half. Brilliant stuff. So 25 points to 13 here, and with the conversion to come. Shark Brain says, Guru commentating with Blue Bulls earphones here. That's why. I told you I'm supporting both sides, Johannes. Shark Brain. So 27 points to 13 it is. And the Bulls are now in a demanding lead here going into the last 30 minutes of this game. Right, where's the Shark supporters? Bring the hype. 28 minutes to play in this one. 27 points to 13 it is. Can the Sharks find a way back into this game? They will have to be the next team to score if they want any chance of coming back into this game. Kevin Bosch now with the restart. And another high-hanging kickoff from him. It is going to be taken by Walt Steenkamp inside the 22 of the Bulls. Zach Berger waiting at the back of this ruck to clear this one for them. He is going to get it out to Gerard Steenkamp, who sets it up nicely. Just trying to work some space for the kickers here. Gillian says a lot can happen in 30 minutes, which is true. Right, Zach Berger now with the box kick over the top, and he's looking for touch, and he's going to find it roundabout on the 10-meter line inside Bulls territory. 28 minutes to go, 27 points to 13. Is that momentum and the crowd support going to pull this Bulls side through now? Right, so it's up to the Sharks now to try and get back into this game. Will they be able to do that? We've got 460 people watching, guys. Don't forget to press that like button and subscribe to the channel. Show your support. Bonambi with a throw into this line out. It goes to the back to Henko Venter now. Jaden Hendricks out to Kevin Bosch. Straightening the line is Marius Lowe. But it's a forward pass from Kevin Bosch to Marius Lowe. And it will be a scrum down Bulls on the 10-meter line inside their own half. Things just not working out for the Sharks anymore. Shark Bro says if you put money on the Sharks, then you might want to cash out right now. Yeah, so a forward pass definitely from Kevin Bosch to Marius Lowe there. And he looks a little bit surprised, but there's no doubt about that one. Yeah, Papa Ruppel says would be best for SA sides if Bulls go through. They just have way more consistency. I reckon Paul Roos could beat the Sharks if they're having one of their bad days. Right, 26 minutes to go in this game. Bulls feed that ball in, controlled at the back by Elric Lauk, gets it out to Chris Smith, goes high up into the air. Chase coming from Adosh Tambwe. Vanna Kok has managed to secure that ball for the Sharks just outside his own 22 now, brought down. Jaden Hendricks waiting for it. Gets it out to LaRue Roots. LaRue Roots just charging his way up. Penalty to the Sharks. They're not rolling away from Marcel Kutsia. So a penalty to the Sharks, 5 meters outside of their own 22. Right. Kevin Bosch now to try and find touch this time round for the Sharks. Looks like the Sharks are playing with the wind against them at the moment here in the second half. 25 minutes to play, 27 points to 13 it is, with the line out coming up on the 10-meter line of the Bulls for the Sharks. Kebo says, go Bulls. Johannes Payne says, Bulls going for the bonus point. Yeah, it looks like they want the bonus point in the quarterfinal. Right, so 25 minutes left, 27 to 13. Throw-in coming from Bonambi now. To the front they go, Ranil Hiku. Now they set up another driving maul. Here is the Sharks. Can they start to get this moving forward? Yes, they can. So they are starting to move forward as the Sharks back with this driving maul almost up to the 22-meter line. They go and still going. Is the Sharks now up to the 22-meter line? Can the Bulls stop this now? Jaden Hendricks gets it out. Now it's Marius Lowe out to Pepsi Buthelezi. Pepsi Buthelezi gets it out now. Jaden Hendricks and Mario Gerben Bosch. Out it goes to Mapimpi on the 22-meter line here for the Sharks now. 5 meters inside. They get it back now. Henko Venter. Henko Venter takes it up for the Sharks. About 15 meters out now. Gerben Bosch again. Gets it out to Lukanya Am. Lukanya Am throws a pop pass to Ranil Hiku, who's been driven back in the tackle there, and it's stolen by the Bulls on the ground. But the referee's going to call him back, I think, for another penalty. What is the call from the referee? I can't see quite exactly, but with 24 minutes to go, 27-13, the Sharks desperately need to score next if they want to be still in this game. So the referee has stopped play. I'm not quite sure what the hold-up is now. I think it might be a scrum down to the Bulls here for that. A little knock-on maybe from Ranil Hiku or a knock-on from Arno Botha could give a scrum to the Sharks then. Fani Kitching says Bulls the best by far. So 23 minutes to go. It is going to be a scrum to the Sharks here. Right on the 22-meter line in the middle of the field. It's Jaden Hendrickson to feed this ball for the Sharks. Right, big scrum coming from the Sharks, trying to milk a penalty. But Buthelezi off the back to Marius. Low on a loop around is Pepsi Buthelezi. Beats one, beats two, and still going is Pepsi Buthelezi. He's just great tackle from Cam Moody. He's a meter short. Now it's given back to Leroux Roots. Leroux Roots sets up the charge. Penalty coming for the Sharks, I think. Advantage to them now. Kevin Bosch out wide. It goes to Bonambi, out to Apelile Fassi, to Mapimpi. Mapimpi steps back inside. He's 5 meters out from the try line and still going just a meter short now. Is the Sharks as Jaden Hendrickson tries to go on his own and he gets the try for the Sharks. And the Sharks are back in this game. The Sharks have scored their second try of this game through Jaden Hendrickson. And it's 27 points to 18 with a conversion to come. So are the Sharks still in this game? That's the big question here. 22 minutes to go. It's a 9-point game with a conversion to come. Jaden Hendrickson just looks like he's rubbing his hamstring. He can always go off if he wants to. Grant Williams, a more than capable replacement if needed to come on. Right, so the Sharks gets their second try. It's a 9-point game with 22 minutes or 21 minutes to go. Can Kevin Bosch gets this conversion? It's going to be a very important conversion coming up for Kevin Bosch. Looks like the Sharks botched that try when the pass to Bonambi wasn't great, but Mapimpi stepped back inside after receiving the ball, and the leg drive from Mapimpi was incredible to make its way up to 5 meters out from the try line. Or just 2 meters out, sorry. Right, so conversion coming up. Let's see if Kevin Bosch can get this one for them. So time is up on the conversion, I think. Don't know what the referee is saying, but the clock shows 0 seconds left for the conversion. Maybe there was a stoppage from the referee himself, but Kevin Bosch are allowed to take the kick then. Right, so let's see what happens with this conversion. He struck it gold, and it's 27 points to 18. So 27 points to 20 it is to the Bulls now. It's a 7-point game again with 20 minutes to go. Shark Guru, are you doing the Stormers game? Absolutely. I'm doing all 3 URC games still, or this last 2 games to come after this one. Right, Andrew Brace is the referee for today's game. 27-20 it is. 20 minutes to go in this game. It's a 7-point game between the two sides. As Ambrose Papier on for Zach Berger as well. A knock-on from the Sharks here. And a chance now for the Bulls to attack. Oh, it's a knock-on from the Bulls as well. So they are going to go back for the first knock-on from the Sharks right on the 22-meter line. 19 and a half minutes to go. The Sharks making a mess of that restart kickoff. And it's going to be a scrum down to the Bulls on the 22-meter line. Yeah, miscommunication there by Leroux Roots and Pepsi Buthelezi. And then Chris Smith just looking up for a second and knocking that ball on as well. We've got roughly 530 votes here, and it's all going to the Bulls at the moment. 61% of the votes in favor of a Bulls victory here today. 19 minutes to go. Can the Sharks find a way back into this game? But it is the Bulls on the attack here from the 22-meter line of the Sharks, about 10 meters from the left-hand touchline. So they got the whole of the right-hand side of the field to attack from. Mike says, long day again, Guru. Yeah, it's going to be 2 more games after this one. So, yeah, still packed with rugby today. Sharkbrain says, Bulls need to score next. And then David John says, good commentating. Thanks, Guru. No problem. Big scrum from the Sharks, putting the pressure there on Elrich low at the back. But they've secured the ball as the Bulls. Now Emrys Papier gets it out to Mornay Smith, who's been driven back in the tackle there now. Rua Norkia sets it up again now. It's Emrys Papier out to Marcel Kutsia. Marcel Kutsia sets it up between the 10 and the 22-meter line. Now Arno Puerta tries to straighten the line there for them. Driven back as well in the tackle. Now Madosh Tambwe gets it up. Marcel Kutsia on the 10-meter line. Chris Smith throws a little dummy, goes himself, tries to make headway, but Van der Kok has got him covered now. And the ball comes back for the Bulls, but it looks like the Sharks have stolen this one. Will it come back for the Bulls? No, yes, comebacks for the Bulls again. But the referee has pinned the Bulls there for playing the ball on the ground. So it's a penalty to the Sharks then with 18 minutes to go. It's a penalty to the Sharks roughly on the 10-meter line inside their own half. As Marcel Kutsia just having a word with the referee there. It was hands in the ruck from the Bulls. So that's why they were penalized. Marcel Kutsia not happy with the referee there. But nothing he can do about it now. Anyway, what if Leinster loses to Glasgow today, says Sharkbrain? Anything can happen. It's knockout rugby, as we all know by now. Right, so Kevin Bosch to kick this downfield for the Sharks now. And where will he find touch? 17 and a half minutes to go. 17 and a half minutes to go in this game. That kick from Kevin Bosch is going to find... Oh, it's again not going to find touch through Madosh Tambwe. Or is it? Yeah, it is going to find touch. So 10 meters out from the Bulls' try line. It's a line out to the Sharks. A massive kick by Kevin Bosch this time round. Madosh Tambwe tried hard to keep that ball in play again and nearly succeeded in doing so. Right, 17 minutes to go. The Sharks now with a line out 10 meters from the Bulls' try line and a massive, massive, massive kick. Well, I don't know what the difference was from that one and the previous one from Madosh Tambwe, really. But it is going to be a Sharks line out 10 meters from the try line as Oxnashire leaves the field and on comes Kutcha. Oh, no, it's Ntuka Machina onto the field. The fiery prop forward of the Sharks. Robert Hunt also on for Mornay Smith. To the front there goes the Sharks. It's Ranil Heku who sets it up. Here comes the driving maul from the Sharks again. Will they be able to get this going forward? Nambi off the back. Gets it out to Van der Kok, who straightens the line here. 5 meters from the try line now. Jaden Hendrickson back to Kevin Bosch. Now Kevin Bosch with a cross kick. Here comes Mapimpi. And it's been touched by, I think, Cannon Moody into touch here. So it should be a line out to the Sharks 5 meters from the try line. Let's see what the referee says. I think it's been touched by Cannon Moody. But let's see what the referee says here first. So was that touched by Mapimpi? No, it wasn't. It was touched by Cannon Moody in the end. Let's just have another look here. Not touching. Yeah, it did touch Mapimpi eventually on the forearm. But then went on to Cannon Moody and into touch. So it should be a Sharks line out here. What is the call going to be? It's going to be a scrum down to the Sharks, in fact. So 5 meter scrum to the Sharks on the Bulls try line. Well, a little bit of confusion there from the referees as to what the call should be, really. And the players are arguing between each other as to what the result should be as well. but it seems like it's going to be a scrum down to the Sharks, 5 meters out from the Bulls try line. Big scrum coming up for the Sharks then. Let's see if the Sharks can get a big scrum here. Possession 58%, territory 55% to the Bulls at the moment. 16 minutes to go in this game. Dylan Smith also on the field, as well as Robert Hunt for the Bulls. Sharks need a big scrum. Big scrum needed by the Sharks. 16 minutes left in this game. 5 meter scrum from the Bulls try line. Jaden Hendrickson defeated him. Massive moment in this game. Oh, will the scrum go down? It has gone down. And what does the referee say? We will have a reset scrum. The Bulls telling the Dutch judge that Ntuka Machuna slipped his bind and should give a penalty to the Bulls. But both props knew onto the field, so a bit of leniency given by the referee there. Right, scrum down to the Sharks. 5 meters out from the Bulls try line. 5 meters from the left-hand touch line. Can the Sharks hit back here? Right, here's the scrum, and the Sharks controlling at the back of this scrum now. Jaden Hendrickson gets it up. Comes up to absolutely nobody into the hands of Mapimpi. Apalile Fassi into a bit of space. He scored 5 meters out from the try line. Jaden Hendrickson having to get back after that. Pepsi Buthelezi hammered in the tackle. Now the Sharks have lost ground about 15 meters out. Leroux Roots now sets it up again for the Sharks. Jaden Hendrickson, Kervin Bosch now on a loop around his look. Kanya beats one. Gets tackled by Chris Smith about 10 meters out from the try line. Big counter ruck coming from the Bulls, and the Bulls have stolen this ball, or have they? Yes, they have. There's a penalty, in fact, to the Bulls, and some great counter ruck from the Bulls. Wins the penalty on the ground, and that could be the final nail in the coffin for the Sharks here. They couldn't capitalize on that opportunity. Great work from the Bulls. 14 minutes left, 27 points to 20 is the scoreline at the moment. Well, it is what it is. Chris Smith now to kick this downfield for the Bulls. And he's going to find a brilliant touch finder on the 10-meter line of the Sharks. Sharks looks tired. Well, there was no reason why Jaden Hendrickson couldn't have cleared that ball. He needs to go off the field real soon if the Sharks want any chance of winning this game. Right, 13 and a half minutes to go. 27 points to 20. Turnovers conceded, 17 by the Sharks and 10 by the Bulls today. Throw-in coming from Johan Grobler now finds his jumper, Ruan Orkia. Here comes the driving ball from the Bulls now. Will this start to take momentum, or will the Sharks be able to stop it? Henko Fent has come through the middle and disrupted this for the Bulls. The Sharks might even get this ball. Yes, it will be a scrum to the Sharks on the 10-meter line. So great counter from the Sharks from that ball. And Henko Fenter gets the accolade from his teammates. Well, 12 and a half minutes to go. The Sharks now with a scrum from their own 10-meter line. They need to score within the next 5 minutes to set up a massive final 10 minutes of this game. Got 627 people watching. Don't forget to support the channel by subscribing and pressing the like button as well. The poll has gone the way of the Bulls with 62% of the votes, 580 votes so far. Scrum down to the Sharks. Jaden Hendrickson will feed this ball in for the Sharks again. Maybe they're keeping Grant Williams for a spectacular finish. Who knows? Another big scrum from the Sharks. Controlled at the back by Pepsi Buthelezi. Penalty advantage coming for the Sharks now. Kervin Bosch on the loop around. Out to Apalile Fassi. Fassi out to Mapimpi. Mapimpi's going to straighten up over the 10-meter line of the Bulls now. Good defense from the Bulls again, keeping Mapimpi off the ball, but now it goes down. Jaden Hendrickson back for it, back to Kevin Bosch now. Bosch out to Lukanya, to Ntukamachuna. Ntukamachuna with an awful pass out to Monambi, who is going to have to run or kick that ball into touch, roundabout on the Sharks 10-meter line. Well, the Sharks losing that momentum again with a terrible pass from Ntukamachuna, trying to be a tight furlong there. But we are going to come back for a penalty to the Sharks, I think. So even the Bulls and the Sharks supporters now having a word with each other in the crowd, and now they're celebrating. Well, it just shows you sportsmanship all around. Bull supporters not happy with the call, and then the Shark just showing the Bull supporter that he's on TV, and then everybody having a laugh about it afterwards. Well, the Bulls fans not happy with the referee there. Just shows the passion are still very much alive in rugby, and from the supporters. 27 points to 20. And it's going to be a penalty to the Sharks for collapsing the scrum. So the Sharks can now kick this downfield again. Right from the 10-meter line. Can Kevin Bosch get the distance for the Sharks here and set up a good attacking lineup? Ranil Hiku has gone off the field. So too is Sia Khaleesi, as I think Sikambuza Noche, as well as... well, we'll confirm the replacements now, but I think the lineup will be on the 22-meter line of the Bulls. 10 minutes to go in this URC quarterfinal. Well, no, it hasn't even found a 22. It's between the 10 and the 22 of the Bulls now. Ruben van Heerden on the field for the Sharks as he takes the line out. And here comes the driving ball again from the Sharks. Can they get some go-forward ball here? They are definitely making the meters on the driving ball here as they're slowly working their way forward. And Kieran van Vuren also on the field for the Sharks. Now it comes off the back. Jaden Hendrickson. Now Marius Lowe is going to straighten it up for them. Now it's Jaden Hendrickson, Kevin Bosch. It's Lukanya stepping back inside. Held on beautifully in the defense by Stetman Gans now. Jaden Hendrickson, Ruben van Heerden, Kevin Bosch against Thomas de Toey now setting it up for the Sharks between the 22 and the 10-meter line. Slow ball coming back for the Sharks. Now it's Apelile Fassi out to Mapimpi. Now Lukanya Lukanya is cutting back inside, gets the pass back to Mapimpi. And Mapimpi up to the 22-meter line now for the Sharks. Jaden Hendrickson now waiting for it, gets it out. Ruben van Heerden stopped right on the 22-meter line. Now Jaden Hendrickson again, Kevin Bosch. Kevin Bosch to Leroux Roots. They need to be careful with that flat passes, not to get an intercept again. Now it's Lukanya to Apelile Fassi. Fassi into a bit of space now, gets it out to Sikambuza Noche. Sikambuza Noche on the inside to Mapimpi. And what? There's been turnover by the Bulls, it seems. So a knock-on from the Sharks. It's going to be a scrum down to the Bulls, about 15 meters out from their own try line. Great defense from the Bulls. And with 8.5 minutes to go in this game, it's now or never for the Sharks if they can try and disrupt the scrum from the Bulls again. 8 minutes to play. It's 27-20 at the moment. A 7-point game at the moment between the two sides. Just some attention being received there on the players. And yeah, it's a tight affair. It looked like the Bulls were going to go rampant in the second half after scoring two very quick tries in a matter of 10 minutes in the opening minutes of the second half. But the Sharks have managed to fight their way back into this game and now trailing by a single converted try with 8 minutes to go. And they're pushing on to try and get that equalizer here for them. Will we see extra time, or will the Bulls hold on to the 7-point lead? Great stuff here, and it's a nail-biting quarterfinal indeed between these two sides. Brilliant work from both sides, and very entertaining to say the least. So It's going to be a scrum down to the Bulls about 10 meters out from their own try line, right on the left-hand side of the field. It's going to be Ambrose Papier to throw this one in for them. Handling errors standing at 10 from the Sharks, 6 from the Bulls today. Right, Ambrose Papier to feed this one in. Are we going to see a big scrum from the Sharks? Yes, we are, but it's Elrich Lowe who picks it up off the back. Sikambuza Noche onto him in a flash. Now 5 meters out from their own try line as the Bulls. They've secured the ball for them. And it's Norkia now with his hands on the ball. He gets it out to Hanko Swanepoel, who's on the field for the Bulls as well. Ambrose Papier now got his hands on the ball. Gets it out to Chris Smith. And Chris Smith is going to kick this downfield. And will find touch between the 22 and the 10-meter line inside Bulls territory. So Sharks line up in a great attacking opportunity. Will the Sharks be able to hit back in this one? Between the 22 and the 10-meter line inside Bulls half. It is the lineup throw. Kieran van Vieren to throw this one in for the Sharks. The Sharks have made 89 tackles to the 71 of the Bulls. 16 missed tackles by the Bulls, 7 by the Sharks. But the lineup goes astray for the Sharks. And off the back, it's taken by Jan-Hendrik Wessels for the Bulls. This is the sort of stuff that loses you matches if you can't get your lineups. Ambrose Papier now back. It comes now to Arno Botha. Arno Botha sets it up nicely for the Bulls now. Ambrose Papier waiting. Looks like he's going to go with a box kick over the top then for them. And the chase coming from Madosh Damwe. Vanderkok has done well to secure that ball. Now it's Cameron Wright who's actually on the field for the Sharks. So Grant Williams couldn't take part in today's game. Now Pepsi Buthelezi, it's Mapimpi Atu Tupaya up to the halfway line as well on the field for the Sharks. Oh, and Cameron Wright being played off the ball there. Penalty to the Sharks. Right on halfway, taken quickly by Mapimpi. Mapimpi takes it up for the Sharks now between the 22 and the 10-meter line. Cameron Wright gets it out, Kevin Bosch. Now it's Vanderkok. Vanderkok to Apalile Fassi, cuts back inside. Apalile Fassi now brought down. Now Cameron Wright again. Kevin Bosch tries to hit a little half-gap tackle by Hanko Swanepoel. Right in the middle of the field between the 22 and the 10. Another penalty advantage coming for the Sharks now. 6 minutes left in this game. Now it's Wright again now to Lukanyam. Lukanyam to Tupaya. Tupaya to Mapimpi back on the inside to Buthelezi. Gets the pass out to Lukanyam back on the inside to Inka Fenta. Gets it out to Sikambuza Noche. It's try time to the Sharks. And it's 27-25 with the conversion to come. 5 minutes left in this game. What an epic finale this is to this quarter-final game. Sikambuza Noche up in the corner. A difficult kick coming up for Kevin Bosch now. With 5 minutes to play. 27-25 points here. And brilliant hands from the Sharks, especially from Lukanyam, who was absolutely phenomenal with the pickup. And Sikambuza Noche into that space. Gets the try for the Sharks. And it's game on here at Loftus. Wow, what a finish to this game again today. Brilliant try from the Sharks. And that is the kind of stuff that you'd like to see from the Sharks throughout the whole season. So Kevin Bosch now with the conversion attempt to come from about 5 meters to the left of the left-hand touchline. Very important kick coming up with 4.5 minutes to go. 27-25. Can Kevin Bosch level the scores here? It is all silence here. Let's see if he gets it. Lines it up. And he struck it well. It's gone over. It's 27 all. And we might be in for some extra time here. We might just go into extra time here. I asked at halftime, will the 40 be enough? We'll see. We'll find out in the next 3 minutes whether we're going to go into extra time or not. 27 all it is here at Loftus Versfeld. And 3 or 4 minutes to play in this game. The restart taken by Pepsi Buthelezi from inside the 22 now for the Sharks. Another penalty to the Sharks there. And the Sharks can now kick this downfield. Set up the lineup, get the driving ball, and milk another penalty. Penalty to the Sharks on a 22-meter line inside their own half. Well, it's moments like this you would have wanted Francois Steyn to play for the Sharks. He would probably have stood a chance to get it from the 22-meter line. Well, Kevin Bosch now to kick this downfield for the Sharks. And important that he find touch. That's the most important thing now. And he's going to find touch. Let's see where that ball's going to go out. Couldn't see quite where it's found touch. We'll find out in a second. But it is the line up to the Sharks now. Roughly on the 10-meter line of the Bulls. Kieran van Vuuren needs to find his jumpers this time round. 3 minutes to play. Right, to the front they go, and it's taken by Ruben van Heerden. So here comes the driving ball from the Sharks now. Can they get the penalty from this driving ball? Or will the Bulls stop them? Still going forward as the Sharks now. And use it once, says the referee. Can they still get this to go forward between the 22 and the 10-meter line now? Right, gets it out. It's to Paya. Kevin Bosch on a loop around out to Lukanya to Apalile Fassi. Apalile Fassi's going to straighten it up over the 22. He goes about 10 meters out. He's brought down now right again. Gets it out to Kieran van Vuuren now. Marcel Coetzee quickly up over that ball. Right again. Gets it out to Fassi again. Still 10 meters out as the Sharks now with 2 minutes to play. A penalty to the Bulls holding on from Apalile Fassi. And the Bulls have won a penalty on the ground. Brilliant work there from Cornel Hendricks to win a penalty for the Bulls. So close for the Sharks, and they could have stolen this game. But it's the Bulls who's going to get the penalty 10 meters out from their own try line. 1.5 minutes to go in this game. It's 27-all at the moment. Who will win this game? That is the big question. Looks like the momentum have swung to the Sharks side now. But it's Cornel Hendricks who've won the penalty on the ground. Well. Right. 1.5 minutes to play. The Bulls now kick this downfield and they will find touch right on halfway. So chance now for the Bulls with 1 minute to go in this game. 1 minute left in this one. Remember, the Bulls have got an opportunity here to drive themselves and win a penalty. Will they be able to work their way here to another penalty? Possession 52, territory 47 for the Bulls. Line out taken by Hanko Swanepoel now. Here comes the chance for the Bulls now to get a driving ball going off their own here. They are moving up and it's starting to move forward for the Bulls now. Up to the 10-meter line they go. Henko Venter again involved, trying to steal that ball from Elrich Lowe. But this time Elrich Lowe is ripped. Oh, it's going to be a scrum down to the Sharks. And Henko Venter has won another turnover for the Sharks here from the driving ball. Very similar to the last one. And Henko Venter has done brilliantly. We've got 20 seconds left in this game. Then we will go to extra time after that. Will we see a big scrum here from either side? It is in range surely for either kickers here. Will the Sharks try and win a scrum penalty here, or will the Bulls get a scrum penalty? There's 10 seconds left in this game. 10 seconds to go. Will they be able to pull this off, either one of these two sides, in normal time? 27-all it is at the moment. I'm just thinking now, Shark Brain, if you put your money on the Bulls today and this game ends in a draw after 80, you're going to lose your money either way. Right, so it's been a brilliant game to watch and it's been nail-biting to the end here. What will happen with this last scrum of this of regular time? Will we see a twist in the tail today. One last scrum before the end of this game. Time is up on the clock. It's a scrum down 5 meters from the left-hand side of the field on a 10-meter line of the Sharks here, as Wright is going to feed this one in for the Sharks. Oh, there's a bind lost on the other side of the field, but it's going to be play on. Tupaya is going to straighten this up to halfway for the Sharks. Quick ball needed now. Cameron Wright gets it out to Henko Fenter. He makes it up to the 10-meter line of the Bulls now. Will that ball come out? Penalty to the Bulls on the 10-meter line. Inside Bulls territory. Will they have a shot at goal from here? The crowd says Parler too. Let's see if they're going to have the guts to go for glory. Will they kick this for post? No, they won't. Chris Smith is going to kick this in to the corner, and it's going to find touch round about 5 meters outside of the 22 here of the Sharks. A chance now for the Bulls to wrap this up. 27 all it is. The Bulls now with an opportunity to seal this game off in regular time. 5 meters outside of the Sharks 22. Jan-Hendrik Wessels to throw this one in for the Bulls. Jan-Hendrik Wessels to throw this one in. It goes to the front to Hanko Swanepoel. The maul has been set by the Bulls. Will we see a penalty come from this maul now? Or a drop goal maybe from Chris Smith? The Bulls are starting to move forward here. They are starting to move forward. They're up over the 22-meter line as the Bulls now. And still coming as the Bulls now. As Jan-Hendrik Wessels has controlled it at the back. But Henko Venter has done well again to stop that. Does come back for the Bulls now. It's Dylan Smith. Sets it up about 10 meters out for the Bulls now. Pick up and go Marcel Kutsia. Are we going to see a drop goal from Chris Smith? Or will the Bulls back their firepower here? Jan-Hendrik Wessels driven back in a tackle right in the middle of the field here. Hanko Swanepoel, pick up and go from him. Defense holding out from the Sharks at the moment. Another pick up and go from the Bulls. On Alberto, 5 phases now. Another pick up and go from Marcel Kutsia. Ball comes back for the Bulls now. Still 10 meters out. Here comes Elrich Low now. 5 meters out is the Bulls. Can they do this? Dylan Smith in control of that ball for the Bulls. He pick up and go. Still about 6 meters out from the try line is the Bulls. Now it's taken up by Robert Hunt. Hanko Swanepoel with his hands on the ball. He takes it up to about 5 meters out from the try line. Another go from Jan-Hendrik Wessels. He's driven back in the tackle. Now 7 meters out is the Bulls. Right in the middle of the field. Norkia sets it up. Will we see the drop goal come from the Bulls? Right in the middle of the field here. Elrich Low with his hands on the ball. Sano Puerto picked up in the end. Still comes the Bulls. Will they set this up? Will the Sharks make a mistake? It comes back to Chris Smith. He's gone for the drop goal. And he's got it as well. It's a drop goal that separates the two teams. It's Chris Smith who gets the drop goal. And it's the Bulls who win it by 30 points to 27 in a fantastic quarterfinal clash here. Chris Smith has got the drop goal for the Bulls. Brilliant stuff from the Bulls and deservingly victorious here today. I don't even feel bad as a Shark supporter. It's brilliant stuff from the Bulls. And they've won it by 30 points to 27 here as they will be going through to the semi-final as the Bulls. Brilliant into a brilliant quarterfinal. Nail-biting stuff. And the crowd has carried this Bulls side over the line today. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. So the Sharks will feel terribly sad, but it's the Bulls who deserved it throughout. They hit first in that first 10 minutes of the second half, and they've survived the Sharks' onslaught towards the end and finished it up with a brilliant drop goal from Chris Smith. Magnificent, straight through the middle of the posts to win this game for the Bulls. Well done to the Bulls, and congratulations to each and every Bulls supporter out there with a magnificent win towards the end. That is truly a remarkable victory for the Bulls, and it shows that going into that semi-final, we will now be backing Glasgow against Leinster in this game after this one, because if they can beat Leinster, we will be back at Loftus again for the semi-final against Glasgow. But let's see what Leinster and Glasgow do up next after this game. We will be tuning in for the Leinster versus Glasgow game. So thank you for tuning in, guys. It's been an absolutely remarkable game to have done commentary on, and looking forward to the Stormers Edinburgh game as well as the Leinster Glasgow game. So until next time, guys, this is the Rugby Guru. Cheers for now.